Welcome to Valley Spotlight.
Welcome to V Squared. We've been here before, but you know what? We've never been able to hang out with this guy, Mike.
Another Cesta.
I feel like I'm with Cesta royalty right now.
They just keep coming. They just can't stop it. This is Vernon. Is it a junior?
Yeah.
Vernon Jr.
I'm actually the third, but
V3.
Yes.
V cubed. Is that right? Is that a math thing?
It could
Okay.
be. Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
good.
what the third would be, so cube. We'll go with cube.
Cubed is fair enough.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Nice to see you guys.
Welcome
Glad
to
have you back.
yeah, it's always good to be here, and I feel like every time I walk in the door, like your staff, they like rise to the occasion. Whether you're here for lunch or for dinner, all of this stuff here, when you walk in that kitchen, it's all being like handmade from scratch.
Yeah, we take a lot of pride in it. We like to welcome everybody and get new people and new faces in here.
It's amazing.
Stuff like that, and we really like to impress them, leave them with a impression walking out the door.
Are you impressed yet, Michael?
I've been impressed. I've been impressed since he was in middle school and we were coming.
You weren't even allowed to come and hang out with us when we were impressed.
Right. You probably heard about us though.
Yeah, I've seen a couple things.
Want to talk about maybe some signature things? There's so much here.
Yeah.
The pizzas, I always forget there's a pizza oven here because I always think meatballs when I walk in.
Brick oven pizza. That's one of our most populars. That's a margarita pizza.
Right.
A lot of people like to order that one. And then we've got a Moses pizza over here that comes with hot peppers.
Oh, is that named after the one and only Ed?
Spice. Yes, that is the Moses.
Or Eddie Moses.
Yeah.
What's it go? Sausage, peppers?
Sausage, peppers, red onions, and then just the red sauce as a base.
Ah, very good.
All right, this one back here, I'm just gonna make sure that we give this one some attention because I don't want it to hide.
Chicken parm sandwich. We do chicken parm dishes too, but we also like to put it on a sandwich. You can get fries, pasta salad, whatever the.
If you've never had their pasta salad, right?
I never had.
There's something about it that is just a level above any other pasta salad that you see at like a picnic or something. This is just so good.
Yeah, I like to top it up. I really enjoy the pasta salad. For sure.
Cool. A little French dip.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteak. That can also usually served with fries, but we like the pasta salad. It brightens the plate up a little bit.
I agree.
A nice azul sauce right there on the side to dip with, and people really like that French baguette that comes with it.
And then the ones in the corner, if they don't know, it looks like meatballs, but they're not.
Those are rice balls, actually called arancini balls. Served with a marinara on the bottom of it, and a little sprinkle with cheese and some parsley.
This one's got some fresh fruit on it and this super fresh chicken breast. I don't even know what this is on the menu.
That's our fall salad. It's on our specials menu.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes with grilled or crispy chicken, however you like. Sliced apples, tomatoes, blue cheese, cucumbers, all the fixings. We like to fix the salads up however one prefers.
That's great.
Whatever they ask for.
Did you always want to do restaurant stuff?
Honestly, no.
What did you want to be when you were like going to school and stuff?
Working in a professional football team or organization.
That's what you wanted to do?
Not necessarily be a player, but work in the organization.
Yeah.
That's where I was going. And then I graduated school, and obviously this was here for me, and I've been growing up in it for a while.
They reeled you in, didn't they?
Yeah, they definitely reeled me in. They caught me.
It's hard to say no when you guys have such a wonderful bond with the community, and really, I mean, your father and Eddie and this place in downtown Youngstown has meant the world to so many people that call this place home, and Mike and myself included.
I
like
would
whenever
agree.
we come in this specific restaurant, it just reminds us that this was sort of the turning point for downtown Youngstown, and to see it be transitioned onto the next generation, there's nothing that we could say that goes like bigger than thank you. Like really.
Do you guys feel that way?
A little bit. It's mostly my dad and Eddie. They put a lot of hours and hard work into this to make it what it is, and they obviously are from Youngstown, and Eddie's not too far from Newcastle, so they like to do right to the people around here. My dad's had the restaurant for so long, and he wanted to bring something towards downtown Youngstown for everyone working down here.
How many meatballs do you think you've rolled in your life?
Me?
Thousands?
Yeah. Thousands.
Well, thank you for that.
Since I was a little kid, I was standing on a bucket at the restaurant rolling.
There you go. There
We
you
need
go.
to ask your dad and your mom to send those to us.
Yeah.
I would like to see
there's
those.
pictures laying around somewhere.
I'm sure there are.
Vernon, thank you so much. You're going to stick with us. We're going to sort of eat our way through this in a wonderful show for everybody at home. And if you watch the show on any regular basis, you know that we are very good friends with Mark Hanzanetta. And you also know that we have been waiting for Oaxaca Taco to open for 3 years. And when it opened with a bang.
I know.
Mike.
I walked in, I don't know, we'll show some video. I don't know, it was maybe noon on that first day, and I just I was like, okay, I'll just turn around and go. I really wanted the stuff, but I'm like, I'm not going to make it even more an issue or more problems. But they really handled it well on day one, considering the crowd they had. It was crazy.
We served over 1,200 tacos in one day alone, and by we, I mean the team that is working there.
Great team.
And they have just continued to sort of, evolve over the last few days, and we hope and we give them a lot of credit for, working around the kinks. In the restaurant industry, you can't make everybody happy.
Right.
No.
It's not easy. It's a tough business, but if you love it, you'll be good.
Have you been to Oaxaca Taco yet, Vernon?
I have not.
Or you gotta go.
I've been trying to go.
And when you online order, I get the email.
I saw a nice picture of a burrito from there, and it looked awesome. So
yes.
The food is good. If you eat with your eyes, I mean, you're gonna love what you see. That's
and
for sure.
we eat a lot of great places. And Fred, of course, he's usually just a chicken guy, and loves Mexican. And we have said, sorry Chipotle, but now that this exists, it's a little bit different. But hats off to our good friends out there for bringing it to the Valley. We're just very, very proud of you guys.
And the folks that came and showed up, selling out the first day. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby.
They sold out. All right. It's snowing. Winter's finally back.
Right.
And our friends at Do Cut, Mike, they're ready.
They've had their fingers crossed for a little bit of snow. And so we talked a little about winter and a little about springtime too. Well, even though it's January, I thought this would be a good time to come to Do Cut and get ready because we're kind of overlapping a couple of different seasons.
Yes.
So Lisa's here with me to kind of take me through it a little bit. And I guess since we're in this section, it hasn't snowed a lot this winter, which I know grinds your gears a little bit, probably,
Just
right?
a little.
Okay.
It's okay.
But there are still some good deals. If something hits, you don't have to go and worry about you guys being out because you have plenty of inventory left, right?
We've got it, yeah, absolutely. Okay. And we have great relationships. If we were out of something and we needed to get it, we'll get it for you fast.
Yeah, and so you have what are the different brands you have?
For snowblowers, we have Toro in gas and battery, and then we have Ego in battery as well.
I didn't realize that battery was so big.
Battery is becoming very popular.
Yeah.
Yes.
Show them how this one works.
So this is a two-stage Toro, and the nice thing about Toro's 60-volt battery platform is all the batteries are the same. Same footprint. So you can take this battery, and if you would need to use it on your Toro trimmer or in your Toro blower or your Toro chainsaw, all you do is swap them out.
And
they're the
click
same.
it in.
Yes. Now some batteries are heavier than others because some are more powerful based on the tool that they come with. But every battery powered unit will come with a battery and a charger. That's how we sell them right now. And you can just keep them in the garage on the charger all the time. I do. And when it's cold or hot, no problems with the batteries.
I was going to say they last longer than, if you're not accustomed to batteries, they last longer than you probably think.
Yes, yes, yes. And they're fine out in the garage. I have a detached garage, and I leave my batteries on charge all the time.
And you don't have to get the gas and mix the oil with it and all that rigmarole that drives us crazy.
Right, and a lot of times, the gas, you think, oh, hey, when did I get that gas?
I know.
It's old.
Right.
And you put it in your trimmer or your lawnmower or whatever, and it's old, and it gums up the carburetors, and it causes so many service problems, and your mower won't start or your trimmer, and that's a lot of the reasons. If you're still a gas-powered,
that's okay.
fanatic, which a lot of people are, I don't want to say fanatic, but a gas-powered customer, please use ethanol-free gas.
Oh, really?
That is key in all the outdoor power equipment that we sell.
What number is that at the pump?
It's not a number.
Okay.
It's a separate pump.
Oh.
It's a separate pump.
All right.
Sheets has them, Country Fair, a lot of the different gas stations have it.
I did not know.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving into spring. I have my trimmer. You're next to like a zero-turn lawnmower, right?
Toro zero turn. This has a 42-inch deck, a nice comfortable ride, very easy to operate. These units start at $31.99. I mean, and we go all the way up to, large homeowner units that are in the $6,000 or $7,000 range, but it just depends on what you have, how much property, and that's our job. That's why you come to us. We're the experts, and we know we can qualify your yard to what you need. We have been doing this for 76 years.
Awesome. And then the tractor's still popular too, right?
Tractors are still popular, believe it or not. Zero turns are, you can mow faster, okay, because they have a faster blade tip speed, so you can cut faster. So your ground speed can be faster with a zero turn than it can with a tractor. But we still have tractors. A large segment of our customers like a tractor. I think they feel safer on one. Or if you have a small child, not a small child, but a younger,
like to ride along.
Younger adult that wants to learn, then you can teach them a little bit safer on a tractor. And those units start at $23.99.
And I didn't realize, even though spring's a little ways off, it's okay to start thinking about your mower and get into that layaway plan, right?
Absolutely. We have free layaway. We have very attractive financing too. So if you want to come in here and say, hey, I want that lawnmower, but I don't want it till March 15th, give me $100 on it. You got your name on it. You're guaranteed to get one. When the grass starts growing or you want it, we'll do the financing. You take it out of layaway. You pay cash for it, whatever you want.
Fantastic.
We're super easy to deal with.
2 locations, over 70 years in business, the one here in Warren, the one down in Canfield. What's the best way? Do you guys do phone number, website, Facebook? What's the best way for people to find out more?
Everything. I mean, we're in Warren on 422, Canfield on 224 in Raccoon. Phone for the Warren is 330-369-2345, and phone number for Canfield is 330-953-3423. We do have Facebook. You can just call us. We'll be happy to take care of you.
Very good. See, we can blend it winter and summer all in one shop. They know what they're talking about.
Doesn't that make you feel like...
Yes, because I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to power tools and trimmers and things like that. I was trying to explain to her what was wrong with mine. I didn't even remember the brand name.
You're kidding.
They're that good. I mean, they know the basics, but they know the other things too.
And they're very kind about it as well, and they have everything you could possibly need. And I think Frank needed some part that didn't even go to anything, and they searched high and low. They're such dedicated people to their customers, that's why we love them so much. You know what else I love?
Break time?
Break time, because it means I could eat more of this food.
All right.
I had a rice ball already. You had a meatball. I had one hot pepper,
let's try the Moses.
Okay.
When we're done. All right, we'll be back. Pesto's Test Kitchen after this.
Easy Street Little Rascals Workshop, All You Need Is Love, featuring the music of the Beatles, starts February 11th at the Easy Street Studios. 6 Saturday classes and a final concert performance at the Ford Family Recital Hall at Dior. Ages 3 through teens. Email us at easystreetproductionsYtown@gmail.com for a registration form.
Heels is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Oh, we're back here.
Took a little break. Ate some of this Moses pizza.
Having some pizza?
This is so good.
Not very much, just a little bit. I know you're watching, Mr. Wellness. Anyways, he's my coach.
Wow, he's like your guardian angel for health.
Right. Kind of like Mark Canzanetta is when I want to cook something. I just text him and I need his help.
And, if you're having a Super Bowl party or you're preparing for this, when it comes to wings, they got it covered.
As we get ready for the big game, I call this the chicken wing conundrum. You ready for this?
It is.
Because if you get them at the restaurant, they're fresh, they're crispy, they're good. If you bring them home, they're not good anymore.
Do you
They're
know
kind
why
of
that is?
soggy.
Yeah.
And if you make them at home, they can be soggy too. So there's really no good way until today to do it.
We're going to reverse all that.
Why is that?
Well, first reason you get them and you get delivery or you pick them up.
Right.
What do they put them in?
You put them in the sauce.
and then they put them into a styrofoam box with no vent holes. So what happens is they steam, they lose all that crispiness. Or sometimes the operator of the deep fryer didn't crisp them all the way because he was in a hurry.
Right.
So now we're going to try to make this a little bit healthier.
And at home.
And at home.
For the big game.
So I think a big important part of making great wings is you have to brine them. And a brine is nothing more than a liquid, whether it's water, or in our case today, we're going to use Pabst Blue Ribbon beer, that has flavor to it. Aromatics, salt, a little bit of sugar, some vegetables. So we're going to start off, we're going to put some onion in a pan. We're going to put some lemons. We're going to put some garlic cloves, some fresh thyme, some fresh rosemary. And we're just going to put that in there. Some black peppercorns. Now, Mike, first beer I ever drank
was a
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
PB Army.
And you can't go wrong there. So we're going to take this beer.
Can I want a swig?
Oh, you can have a swig. And we're going to pour the beer in. And then all we're going to do is bring that to a boil, and we're going to shut it down.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to pretend it came to a boil.
Okay.
So one thing I like to do is I like to be able to brine my wings right away.
And the reason we're doing it is to what?
So it's going to keep your wings nice and moist.
Okay.
And they're going to be giant jumbo wings, full of flavor but crispy skin.
Okay.
Okay. So that came to a boil, and what I do then is I add some ice, so it brings down that cooking temperature.
To the brine.
To the brine.
Okay.
And it immediately brings down that cooking temperature, so then you can go straight from the brine cooked right over your wings, just like that. Now you want to allow this to sit about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
So you pull them out after 4 to 6 hours, and then we're going to show the next step.
So we're marinating the wings.
It's exactly. Brine is like a marinade, but what it does, it gets into the cellular proteins and tissues of the meat, and it brings that flavor all the way to the bone.
And to make it better for you, we're not just going to deep fry it.
No.
I'm going to put this on a cookie sheet.
Yep.
We'll pop it in the oven.
Yep.
And then we'll take it out.
So it's called the brine, the bake, and the grill.
Okay.
So we're going to brine them. We're going to take them out. We're going to dry them. We're going to put them onto a cookie tray. Okay. And then we're going to bake them at 350 degrees for 35 minutes.
Okay.
It's going to render out some of the fat from the skin, and it's also going to cook the wing all the way to the bone.
Do I got to flip it?
You do. Well, you can, but we're going to flip it on the grill when we cook it on the grill.
And then we're going to grill when we come back. Stick around.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysoldet.com.
History is like a window into the past. In my History Press trilogy, Lost Youngstown, Historic Theaters of Youngstown, and Hidden History of Youngstown and the Mahoning Valley, learn little-known facts and interesting tales from our storied past. All three are available at Barnes & Noble, fine local retailers, and Amazon.com.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Only A2Z.com.
Customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
I have taken these out of the oven, 350 for 30 minutes. Now I popped them on the grill, marking the first time anyone non-professional has ever cooked in this kitchen. So far, so good.
You're doing a great job, Mike.
There's a limited amount of smoke, but there's a reason we're doing the grilling, and I'm guessing it's not just to make it crispy, right, Mark?
No, it's not to make it crispy. It's for that healthy. Again, we're trying to be a little bit healthier in 2019, as we are every year. But this is going to render out all the fat in the skin, yet they're still going to be crispy, but you don't have the additional calories from when they went in the deep fryer or when we tossed them in sauces that we didn't make ourselves.
Which we're going to make right now.
Yeah, we're going to make a couple.
Okay.
Classic sauce from Buffalo, New York. Mike, what's the famous bar?
Buffalo Anchor Bar. That's where they made up the chicken wing.
So we're going to start off with some Red Hot. And I always like to use Frank's Red Hot for this because Frank's has that beautiful vinegar flavor along with the chilies. We're going to add a little bit of granulated garlic. We're going to add a pinch of salt. We're going to add some celery seed because that really is a key component to the Anchor bars is the celery seed. We're going to add some celery seed. We're going to add some granulated onion and just a dash of Tabasco.
Depending on how you like it.
Right, and a pinch of cayenne just to kick it up a little bit more. Okay. Then we're going to stir this. We're going to bring it to a boil. And one thing when you're making wing sauces, when they make wing sauces a lot in the industry, our industry, the restaurant business, they add butter to it at the end.
Yeah, you can see it on the top.
You can see it on the top. We don't have to do that here because we're trying to be a little bit more healthy. So right now, we're just going to bring that to a boil and let it simmer for about 2 minutes, and that'll be perfect for us. Okay. Now we're going to move on to make some homemade ranch dressing.
This is your ranch at the restaurant?
This is my ranch at the restaurant.
So good.
So you can use low-fat mayonnaise.
Okay.
So we're going to add equal parts of low-fat mayonnaise, low-fat sour cream.
Do you at the restaurant use low-fat items?
No, we use full test.
Okay, good.
Okay. Well, we would in some respects, but not in this case. We're going to use low-fat buttermilk.
Okay.
Okay. Pinch of salt. We're going to add some dill, because dill really makes ranch great. A pinch of paprika and cayenne, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and we're just going to whisk this together.
A lot of the same items in that sauce are in the ranch dressing.
They are.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize it either until I started deconstructing the Anchor Bar Buffalo sauce.
I see.
So now we have beautiful ranch dressing.
Okay.
We can control the calories. Bigger yet, we control the sodium as well. Because a lot of times you get ranch dressing or barbecue sauces that are out there that are commercially bottled, and there's a lot of sodium in them. Okay, so we have that. We're going to pour the ranch in there.
Right.
And I think, Mike, it's time to start enjoying some wings.
Now, how do you do it? Some people toss the stuff in the sauce.
I'm a dipper.
You're a dunker.
You know why? Because I like my handle to be clean.
Right.
Okay, so we can just dunk. You know, and again, we're using a sugar-free barbecue sauce by my dear friend Guy Hughes here. Sugar-free, 5 calories a tablespoon.
Very good.
So we can take.
He's a wizard.
He is. So I'm gonna do a little bit of ranch and just take a bite.
I like to do the whole. Could I go there and then there?
Absolutely.
It's gonna.
It's double dip and non-contaminating.
So I go here and here, and I put the whole wing in at once.
And the biggest thing you're gonna taste. Oh, you're taking it all the way down. You're clean, man.
How are you?
You're a pro. You taste that flavor all the way through.
Yeah, and the grilling is a good idea.
It adds a little bit of smokiness. Okay, the fat's rendered out in the wings. Got the beautiful flavor. Sugar-free barbecue sauce. You have a Carolina Gold barbecue sauce. You can make a Chipotle barbecue sauce. And then, of course, we have the Anchor Bar Buffalo sauce right over there.
Can't wait to try it.
You know what? It's Super Bowl season, man.
That's right. We know the Browns aren't in it, and maybe your favorite team's not in it.
But they might make it another year. This is the only time I've ever bought and am promoting a rookie quarterback for the Browns. I'm a Baker Mayfield believer.
Please be worth it.
Please be worth it. Okay?
Thanks, buddy.
All right, brother. Happy Super Bowl.
There you go.
Look at you.
I know.
Learning your way around the kitchen.
I need a deep fryer
Yes,
to
you
make
do.
my own chicken wings, by golly, or air fryer. Maybe that'd be better.
You know what would be good with those chicken wings is this pasta salad.
Good point.
I know.
Good point.
I know Vernon said it was good, but it's so good.
All right, another break.
Yes, and then Mike gets to take a visit to a place that Ron on our team has raved about for years, Warren Baking.
Yep.
And there's something special. So stick with us. It's going to be on the other side of the break.
RC Compounding specializes in preparing affordable and natural hormone replacement therapy just for you.
I was spinning my wheels before. I didn't know what was wrong, and now I feel I have a sounder mind. You know, I can sleep better. You know, when your hormones are off, your whole body is off, your mind is off. So I feel a lot better. I feel like I can do anything.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Papa Canzonetta's Peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. Papacans.com. Order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
3, 2, 1, 0, 0.
Here we are back at V Squared in downtown Youngstown as we roll along here on Valley Spotlight.
We're rolling along. You're gonna have to roll me out of here.
Keep rolling around.
Roll.
By golly.
This is so good.
They have a brick oven here at Warren Baking Company. They have an oven that's built into the structure of the building. It's been there 100 years.
You're kidding me. I didn't know that was the thing we didn't know.
So that was kind of the draw, and then I found out about the 100-year anniversary and how through the ups and downs, Warren Baking Company keeps on trucking.
At 6 years old, we had a 3-drawer cash register.
Did you love it?
Yeah, because my dad was here, my cousins were here. It was a neat playground.
Yeah. To say Patty Abbey grew up in the bread business would be an understatement. She remembers when the bread slicing machine came into her shop when she was in grade school, and the world's changes haven't stopped.
Not so much how we do things, we put in some new machines in that, but the way people shop, the way they eat, the types of places they go out to eat, all plays an effect on our business.
The one thing that hasn't changed is this monster gas oven built right into the wall of the building.
And we have a old-fashioned hearth oven that holds like up to 220 loaves of bread if you're really good loading it. And so the Italian bread is baked right on the hearth of a brick oven. There's enough brick, mortar, and sand in there to build a 2-bedroom ranch home in 1927 standards. You know.
This oven can never be turned off, so they go by feel, whether they're baking or preparing for the next day.
So it's never cooled down. You only heat it long enough to replace what you've lost by using it, by opening the doors. There's no controls in it like at home. You can't set the oven for 400 degrees and when it hits 400 degrees it shuts off. Doesn't happen around here.
So how do you know then?
There is a thermometer on there and we kind of judge like how much we're going to be using it the next day, if we're going to be open or closed, and we let it burn longer or shorter accordingly.
That's as old school as it gets. The #1 seller will always be the bread and the hard rolls, but this bakery evolves just like the times.
They had always done well, but when the pandemic hit, the pizza shells went crazy.
Really?
It was something they could take home, they could store in their freezers, they could do a project with their kids, you know, everybody create your own pizza because we make the small ones and the big ones. So it got to be like a family project, something to do at home, and it's continued.
You know, if you just throw them in the oven at 350 and 20-25 minutes, you've got pizza ready to go. And if you're not ready to use all 4 of them at one time, they can definitely go into the freezer just in that packaging.
So Warren Baking Company keeps going and keeps satisfying the customers' needs. This year in the summer, Patty and her team of hard workers will celebrate 100 years in the business, a feat not lost on her as she keeps this family business alive. Patty even got a little emotional talking about it.
It's an accomplishment. Says a lot for the city that they've supported us all these years. So it's been pretty labor intense and a lot of work, but it's kind of good to know you're one of the oldest establishments in town.
How long do you think you want to do this?
Until I find somebody else that wants to do it.
You'll just keep on going?
I don't know. Probably one of the best things is people who move out of the area, when they come back to visit for a holiday or vacation, they come and visit. They come in and tell us all their stories of growing up. And it's kind of neat to know you touched that many people over the years.
Oh, absolutely. So here you go, their famous Italian bread. They like it when you don't slice it. They like to just rip it off like old school.
Yeah.
And it's like $2.50 for a loaf of bread. You got the clothespins.
The clothespins are perfection. And Sabina, she's a tough critic. She will love these for sure.
Wonderful.
All right, so
you want to go to the mall?
Yes, we're going from Warren Baking all the way to the Southern Park Mall. And after I visited this place, Mike, there's not been a single day that's gone by that I have not thought about them over and over again. What they have at Mia Emilia is truly special, especially if your family is from Italy. Take a look.
Mia Emilia, an Italian food market located inside the Southern Park Mall in Boardman, Ohio, might be thousands of miles away from Italy. But the love for all things Italian can be seen and tasted the moment you walk inside.
The love started going to Italy, first time 2004. My wife and I just fell in love with everything, the food, the people, the culture. It was just a magical experience. So from there, it just blossomed. We love everything about it.
Gino and his wife decided to bring the best of Italy back to Ohio and opened Mia Emilia, named after their daughter, just a few short years ago. Everything on the shelves has been chosen for good reason.
Well, first and foremost is quality. So I taste everything. My wife and I taste everything before it ever hits the shelf. So if somebody says, "Do you like this?" I'm like, well, if it's here, we like it, because we wouldn't put it in here if we didn't. So we always look for quality first. And then I try and get the artisans, smaller families, because I want to help them to do better. There are some larger, businesses in here that we represent, only because I know the product is good. I know they're going to be on time and things like that, which are important. When you work with small families, sometimes you run into supply issues, or they just don't know some things, and everything has to be regulated by the FDA, obviously. So when you bring it in, you have to have everything to the T and dotted to the I. So but those are the things I look for: smaller families, high quality, and people we can support in what they do.
At Mia Emilia, the products speak for themselves.
One of the best ways to explain that is people will come in and they'll say, "Do you have the little packets of seasoning I can put on my olive oil?" And I said, well, first of all, we try to be as authentic as possible. In Italy, they really don't do that. And one of the reasons we do that here is because I said, take a little taste of the oil that you're having when they do that sprinkling. The oil has no flavor and no taste. Well, in Italy, their oils, the extra virgin olive oils, are so flavorful, they don't need to add that. Maybe some Parmesan Reggiano, but you don't need all the seasonings. So that's a real difference. First of all, is the flavor. It's just incredibly better, and it even takes a meal to the next level.
On the shelves, you'll find pastas and sauces and specialty items that you simply don't see at any grocery store in town. And if it takes tasting for believing, step right up and try the oils and vinegars for yourself. Gino takes great pride in making sure the olive oils they sell are the best of the best, and there really is a difference.
Then the health benefits of extra virgin olive oil, especially from Italy where we're getting it, there's something called polyphenols. I don't know if you've ever heard of polyphenols. It's the healthy part of olive oil that makes it why we drink it. We drink it for flavor, obviously, but we drink it because it's healthy for us. Our polyphenol levels are some of the highest that are available, and I have one from Tuscany that they do a report, and it shows the levels of polyphenols, and it has to be a certain level. We don't even want it if it's not a certain level. So that's what keeps us healthy, by drinking it. And I have people come in and they'll say, "I'd take a spoonful every day," and I'm like, that's great. I mean, I put it in everything, so I don't really need to do that, but if you don't, then taking a spoonful is a great idea.
And sometimes a spoonful of something special is all it takes to make a family meal more memorable than most.
when I first got involved in this, it was a meal I used to make all the time for my family. And they said, and my kids were like, Dad, this is so much better. Like, what did you do? And I said, the only thing I did was I used this olive oil over what I used to use. And it elevates the meal.
Oh, authentico, huh?
Not only that, but when Gino was talking about making a simple meal for his family and all he's changed is like one thing. We went home, we did the pasta, and we did the tiny little jar of sauce that Fred had picked out. And it was simply one of the best things that I've ever made in my own kitchen, and that's just a box of pasta and a jarred sauce. But
what's that say about the kitchen?
I know.
I'm just kidding. No, that's good. That's
but
really cool.
I loved it so much. I ate more pasta that night than I've ever eaten in one sitting in my whole life. Very easy to find them. Just walk in the food court doors and just keep on going. They're right to the right next to the Shelby's Candy Shop right there.
Okay.
You know, across the street from the White Candle Barn Company. Is that
something like that?
Yeah. Bath and Body Works. Anyway, special people. So thank you for sharing your story with us. I loved every minute of that.
All right, time for Home Advantage. All right, time now for another edition of Home Advantage. I would like to say this is a Kelly Warren roundtable, but it's like a polyhedron or something.
Yes.
I don't even know what it is,
Yes.
some sort of trapezoid. But thank you for joining us. And I thought we would do like our checklist. Like this is the time, isn't this the time people decide, hey, I want to sell this house in the spring or something like that?
It sure is. You know, you get that bug after the new year. You got to organize your house. If you're going to be moving, you start thinking about it now. Like all these big changes we're going to make in our lives, like right now.
And it used to be the spring was the time to sell. I know things have changed a little bit, but I would still think it's very popular.
That's the mentality. People do think the spring market, although right now, less homes on the market, so less competition, so your house will sell quicker.
Oh, if you put it up now earlier rather than later. Okay.
And the other thing that we struggle with spring market is when sellers think spring, they think, I'm going to wait until the flowers are in bloom, I'm going to paint the deck, I'm going to do this and that, and then you're talking July. You missed spring, you know?
Right. I know, it's hard. It's hard because you have your life going on too.
So yeah, make sure if you're aiming for spring, you're on the market in March.
All right, so I asked Kelly, come up with a checklist, a Kelly Warren top 3 of things to do and why as we get ready to sell our home. Let's start with number 1. These are not in any particular order. We're not going to rank them, but give me one off the bat.
Declutter.
Declutter.
It's free, and it makes a difference.
It's
you know,
true.
if you empty out some closet spaces and some cabinets and you open up some rooms, it looks better and brighter and nicer for when the buyers go through the house. And you're not moving all that stuff anyway, so get rid of it now.
Right. So do you throw it out or
give it away, throw it away, sell it. Whatever you
Something
need
like
to do, make piles.
put the pods in the driveway and fill them up, right? All right, that's good. That's number 1. How about number 2?
Paint.
Okay, inside or out?
Both or either, whatever you need. If you got to paint that deck outside, fine, but don't miss the spring market because you're waiting for it. But, you know, if you've got a room that's not a neutral color, you might want to neutralize it. If you've got dings and dents and walls here and there, just to freshen it up. Paint is cheap. It goes a long way. It makes a big difference when you're selling a house.
Can I just ask you a quick question about paint real quick? Say I got that little stain on my ceiling. It's not causing me any problems. I know my roof isn't really leaking, but it might be, I don't know. Can I just paint over that and be done?
Well,
do people do that?
So I've got one of those too, which brings me to my third idea.
Okay.
Which is fix the little things that we just ignore in our houses.
Okay, well that's a big cost. It could be a big cost.
Yeah, so if it's not really an issue, like mine is from, we had a bathtub overflow, the issue's done.
That's an issue, yeah.
But, I mean, it's not a consistent issue, but there's a watermark on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So, I mean, proper way to handle it is cut out the drywall, put in new drywall, you know, have it painted and all that. But yeah. Could you paint? Yes, you do need to disclose any issues. So if it was from the roof, but it was just a freak sideways rain and it's not going to continue to happen, you just disclose that that happened once.
Okay.
So
I got a little off track there.
Yeah,
All right,
no
give me
problem.
number 3 then. That leads into what?
Number 3 is fix the little things. So, you know, I can't tell you how many times we go to a house and the front light is hanging or the front screen door doesn't work or things like that that are just minor things that we just live with in our homes. We look past them and they're they're not a deal breaker most of the time, but first impressions matter, and the little cheap things that can be done, do them.
Right. Even though it doesn't bother you, it really might bother somebody else, right?
Yeah, it's just that attention to detail.
So why take that chance? Okay, Kelly's website is?
KellySoldIt.com.
And the phone number is?
330-717-2689.
2 locations, Boardman and Warren. Another edition of Home Advantage. See, there you go. More to come from her.
I love
She's got good ideas, that's for sure.
Yes, she does. I think she's at a conference getting even more ideas as we speak.
Jamie's back. What color is Jamie's hair?
It's pink.
Oh, good.
It's pink,
I was hoping
and
for
it's
that.
amazing. And she, Mike, when you see these tips, you're going to be like, oh Lord,
What?
I have not
Been doing it
I
wrong
have
for
not
years?
touched any of that in my house, maybe ever.
Okay.
Wait till you see these.
Here, let's feel bad about ourselves.
Ah, 'tis the season for cleaning. Am I right?
It's about that time.
Jamie, welcome back.
Thanks.
Boss Ladies Cleaning Service, the one, the only, the boss lady herself. Welcome back to Valley Spotlight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And welcome back to my house.
You're welcome.
Which she knows, and sometimes it can look like a real bomb went off in here. But it's so good to have you.
Thank you.
You are working hard. That's why she's got her tank top on and getting some cleaning tips for this household taken care of as we start the new year. And these are so great, Jamie, we have to share with everybody else. So the first thing that you've asked me this, and Fred personally, right?
Yeah, I ask everybody because I think it's really important to change your furnace filters consistently. I think every 6 months is a great way to do it. So for me, my birthday's in June, so I do Christmas and June. I remember, like, those are easy dates. So if you pick easy dates 6 months apart, you remember, like, to do it.
Okay.
But it keeps the dust down, the allergens down, it keeps your ducts cleaner, it keeps you healthier, and this is the time of the year with Ohio and our temperature changes, nobody feels great. I think it's an important thing.
Yeah, and all the windows are closed and you just keep on like recirculating all that yuck.
Yeah.
Like it's a good, I think, and we've taken that seriously, and knock on wood, we've been pretty healthy around here. I'm gonna literally knock on wood because God only knows. But there are a few things that you do that are sort of under the radar cleaning that for most normal people, like my idea of cleaning is like using this on the dishes or spraying down the countertops. But there are a couple like secret things that you do that I think are so cool. And the first one, we have an electric stove that gets gunk.
Right, and you get the buildup on there and you get that burny smell or it just doesn't look clean. You can use a flat razor blade, and just as long as you are using even pressure and going straight across, you can get most of that grime off, and anything extra you just use like a little magic eraser and go around. But you have to make sure your blade's flat so you're not scratching into your surface.
Okay, yeah, we wouldn't want to do that.
No.
While we're on the stove,
you found out something today.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised because I like to think that we try to keep up on stuff around here, but you took the knob off of the stove, and there's
it's dirty behind there. Yours actually wasn't that bad.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, okay.
But
you've seen them worse?
Well, and yours is on the front of the stove. Some of them are on the back, so you think the back gets like real greasy. Mine is like that. And so I like to just pop them off. You can use the Dawn power spray on that too. It's so great on like grease in all of the kitchen.
Yeah, this is like sort of your go-to baby these days.
In the kitchen, absolutely. So I spray down behind the knobs. You can use like a scrubby or the magic eraser or a toothbrush, whatever, get behind there, get the grease out.
I was surprised that there was anything there. Okay, we just talked about, changing the whole filter for the house, but the actual air ducts where the stuff comes out, sometimes they're low, sometimes they're high.
Yeah.
If they're in between, then I see them, but
cleaning them.
No, I don't. I don't think about cleaning much of anything. But
yeah, so they actually get some dust buildup and things on there too. You can use a Swiffer if you have, like I said, in the kitchen or a bathroom where it's greasy or damp. Sometimes that dust is what I call sticky.
Yes.
You're not going to dust it
like
off.
The hairspray.
Yeah. You can use I get from the Dollar Tree just a brush. I think they call them like dish brushes. And I'll use that in there, or just regular scrub brush, and then you can get the toothbrush and get in there in real nitty gritty places.
Yeah, get in there. Get in there. That now, like I said, if it's not in this sight of view for me, it doesn't exist. And even if it does, sometimes it still doesn't exist. But when you look up, you are so good about noticing some of the details on like the recessed lighting that like goes up in there. So I think you don't have to clean it, but really.
Yeah, in your kitchen, they're gonna get greasy, they're gonna get gross. And so whenever we go into a home, I always assess it from the top to the bottom. So you start at the top, and when you're looking up, you're like, oh, when was the last time I dusted these lights? Or, you know, if they're above the stove, they get greasy, and you can get up there with the Dawn and scrub them down. Or even if you have globes on some of your lighting, you can take them off if they're super greasy and pop them in the dishwasher. And then you don't have to scrub them.
That's a good advice.
Yeah.
If you have anything I can put in the dishwasher, even if it's not dishwasher safe, I'm a little guilty of that. And last but not least, people that are struggling. You know what? I've got so much work, or I've got kids, I've got pets. That's the last thing I'm going to do is be cleaning my vents and my light fixtures. You guys are available. You have a full team. Yeah. And we're so proud of you and your team. They're such nice people.
I like them.
Yeah, we're going to keep them around forever and ever. What's the phone number and how do they reach you guys?
You can call us at 330-507-3630. You can find us on Facebook. I think you can Google search. I don't know. However, whatever, it's there.
Just Google or Facebook, and she'll get a hold of you guys and set up the schedule and all of that. Any last words of advice for people this time of year when we're all battling, trying to be away from sickness?
Oh, I just think like everybody has to realize that we can only handle so much ourselves. So like for me, my crew helps me at my house too. I don't have all of the time to do it all, and I think that we hold a lot and demand a lot out of ourselves, and it's okay to have other people come in and help.
And ask for help, especially in some of the spots where you're maybe not the strongest. And I know I fall into that category, and even when times were tough, that was like my gift to myself of, you know, having some help on that end, and I think it has made a world of difference. So
absolutely. And I clean other people's houses way better than I clean my own. I don't want to clean my own, and I'm tired, so having them come in, they get the details that I'll get here, but in my own home, I don't want to do it.
Well, that's good to know we're not alone.
No, not alone.
Even from the experts. She does residential and businesses alike. Jamie, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Always good to see you. And can I
keep that?
I can keep this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty gross, but good.
Do you have Dawn Power Wash?
We do, but our nozzle's messed up. Like it just shoots out in a stream instead of the spray, and we're waiting for the container to be gone before we can buy a new one. It's a whole thing. Every night doing the dishes is a whole thing, honestly.
I wasn't expecting all that honesty.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's like a therapy session right here on Valley Spotlight for Michael.
So many things to talk about.
Meanwhile, my oven knobs are so dirty, and theirs are now on television, so 10-4.
Then there's that.
This is the bite of all bites. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And then you know that my smile was not God-given.
No.
So we're going to let
well, part of it was.
Well, not really.
All right, do the bite.
Okay, I'm going to do the bite, and then we're going to take a break.
We've weathered our way through 75 winters. Let our service and sales staff help you weather the next storm with peace of mind and the right equipment. Before you know it, the snow will fly. Do yourself a favor and get to DuCut before the inventory of our Toro snowblowers blow away. The Toro Power Max for that heavy-duty job. The extra edge makes the job easy. And the Toro Power Clear model is simple and quick to use when Mother Nature just won't quit. We've got units starting at just $529.
And it really all started with salt, with Himalayan sea salt. That's where it all started because of a patient who came in and told me about the benefits of salt therapy, which is inhaling Himalayan sea salt, an aerosolized Himalayan sea salt. And I found that my patients were having fantastic results using salt therapy, and I wanted to know how could I incorporate the Himalayan sea salt into products that would benefit the sinuses and the skin. And that's where Salt Me was born.
come back from break and you pitch a story about teeth, you have to make sure everything's out of your teeth.
I know, as I'm doing that, I'm like making sure that I do. And I know I have stuff in my teeth right now.
Because he'll be watching. The dentist will be watching.
Absolutely. And this smile makeover, Mike, you know that Dr. Verbanic has helped make mine look really good, but now he's doing it for other people. So this is all the details. Well, my gosh, it is that time of year again where Dr. Verbanic and everybody at Pristine Dental is giving away a smile makeover. Dr. V, welcome back to Valley Spotlight.
Thank you.
I think the last time we saw you, it was like right when COVID was starting.
That's right.
And it's been a long time for us to even sit down and check in with you and see how the team is doing, but we're always glad to hear about this contest. This is a big one for you guys.
This is our annual now. Okay?
Yes.
It's the third year we're doing this. It's our annual Smile Makeover contest, okay?
When you say smile makeover, you mean it. Like anything that could have gone wrong, or people that have had missing teeth, or a tooth that's broken, or something that makes them feel like they can't smile all the way.
Anything like that, yeah.
You're here to fix it.
That's right. That's what we plan on doing.
Third year in a row. So that means we've had 2 winners, and then our viewers don't realize this, but a long time ago, I might have been the first winner of the contest, if you will, when Dr. V is the reason why I am able to smile the way that I do every single day. I have to give you credit where credit is due.
Well, just what we do.
It is an amazing transformation. I was not blessed with good teeth, and if you are the same as me, this is your chance to win the chance to smile.
Yeah, we've actually done three patients.
3 patients.
First year we had like a lot of entries.
Yes.
So we did 2.
Okay.
And this year, so far, we've gotten quite a few entries, so we might do 2 this year. So
Wow.
double your chances.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so easy to enter into this contest. It's all Facebook. And if you can't enter on Facebook, you can always call the office and go through some of the details with them. But the Facebook page is pretty easy, right?
Yeah,
Pristine
just
Dental.
Pristine Dental, right. Okay. Just go to the page, submit a picture of yourself, and a story. We have to have a story and tell you what a new smile would do for you. Okay. And but if you have trouble with that, call our office at 759-4550, and we'll get you through it. Okay. And you have to the end of the month to do this.
When you have people that are on the other end of this kind of moment, and the people that have won, their response after they walk away, that final appointment, what's the response like?
It's the greatest for me, okay? Because
that's nice. That's a nice thing to say.
Because when they look in the mirror and see a new smile and the expression on their face is worth more than any money could ever pay me.
Wow. That's a statement right there. You've been a dentist for a very long time, right? And it's something that you love. Like when somebody says they don't work a day in their lives because what they do is something that they really, really, truly appreciate and love. You are the definition of that.
Yeah, I just love what I do.
Yeah.
I remember the American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry, and they have this program, they give back a smile, they call it.
Yeah.
And so I just thought something we could do for people in Youngstown.
That's
and
great.
so that's where I came up with this.
Congratulations, Dr. V. Year 3 for the Smile Makeover, so check them out on Pristine Dental, their Facebook page. It's pretty easy, and get in touch with these folks out here. And if you don't win, come on in anyway, because if you have high anxiety about what it looks like or what it feels like, this entire team is going to make you feel very at home, and you're in the hands of a great dentist, and then he's gonna make sure you look top notch. So, Dr. V, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Pristine Dental.
Pristine Dental.
Yep, right there in Liberty.
Giving away a smile.
A whole smile.
Big
Anything
smiles.
that's wrong with your teeth, or you got somebody that you know could smile more if they're like a little bit, feeling a little sensitive about what they look like. This is the chance to enter, and I can say and raise my hand that Dr. Verbanic does really nice work. So.
Vernon doesn't need it.
You have. I was actually noticing how nice
Everybody
your
needs it.
teeth are.
Thank you.
No, they're perfect.
I could use a cleaning and a little fixer-up.
Oh, well, doctor, they
Everybody
could
could.
do that too.
Tuna.
And the whole staff out there, they're so nice.
What do you
They're
get?
really
Like
nice.
if you're here and you're just going to grab something to eat, what do you get?
Myself, personally?
Yeah, and don't say like Chick-fil-A. There has to be something here.
Man, I like a buffalo chicken wrap. We have good wraps.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, and the pizza, if I'm feeling frisky, if it's closer to the weekend, I'll get a pizza.
These are on special on
Thursdays.
$7. $7
all day.
Burgers are
$5 on Wednesdays.
Okay. And what's Saturday? Is there something live music Saturday?
Yeah, no specials on Saturday, but we do have live music. We have a DJ that comes in at 10 p.m. He plays late because we're open till 2. So.
Yeah.
And what about happy hour?
That is Wednesday through Friday. That is 3 to 6 p.m. And you get $5 selected apps like the hummus that we have, and spin dips and stuff like that, and then $3 selected vodkas and mixed drinks.
Ah, you do like a fish thing for Lent?
Yes, we do that. We run a fish special every Friday.
There you go. Is that it? Is that all the specials? I feel like that was a lot of specials.
Wine Wednesdays.
Wine Wednesday?
Yeah, it's $3 house glasses of wine and 30% off of selected bottles.
Can't beat the deals.
A lot of deals that you can.
And we have to say thank you to Steelite. I know that they do your glassware and they do a lot of work with you guys, and they're a big part of Downtown Youngstown. They're the reason that we're able to come and visit you guys on the show. Not that we don't like to come and visit you in general.
Right. And if you're worried, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, the parking down there, everything's under construction. It's 100 times better, especially this little area right here.
Yeah, it is a little more convenient now, but some of the construction's done.
Yeah.
Just follow the detour signs. You'll get there eventually.
Probably ramping up. Concert season is starting to fire up.
Right around the corner. Yeah, we got St. Patty's Day and Valentine's Day coming up here soon, so we're looking forward to those. We take one event at a time.
Yeah, I know.
They do get pretty busy, so.
You are a young person. I don't want to ask how old you are because I always don't like when people ask me that, but you are a young person. To live in Youngstown, to choose to live here, you could live anywhere. How do we get more of you to come here is really my question.
Oh, man, I don't know. My family is the only reason I haven't left, really.
Really?
Yeah, they got all the businesses and stuff.
And the meatballs.
And the great food. You can't get this food out west, so.
No, it's true. Like if you go to another city, you're not going to find this.
No, I've been out west, I've been south, and they have their good foods for their locations, but up here is a little bit different, I think.
Hard to compete with all of this. Well,
yeah, a lot of food. Definitely get overfed.
Call all your friends in all those areas and tell them that we would like them to move to Youngstown, right, Michael?
That's right.
After all, we haven't left, so you know what?
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Super nice of you.
Yes.
It really is a pleasure to.
It's great to enjoy this week with you guys.
I know, and great to work with your dad and with Eddie as always.
Yeah.
And you guys are open even on days that the weather's not necessarily cooperating. It's always wonderful to know that you guys are here working hard, your whole team.
Yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, shout out to the kitchen for all this food they made, and it looks really good, tastes really good too.
Wonderful.
It certainly does.
At the end of each show, we do like a commercial from the past, like from when I was little. It's called a retro-mercial.
Which means you and I both were not born yet.
Right, right. And she likes to mention that.
I do.
A lot. She doesn't like to ask anyone their age, but then she reminds me how old I am.
I give it a bracket. I give you an idea, like a roundabout idea.
When they came out with sugarless gum, 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients that chew gum. We learned that in one commercial, and then the folks at Dentine had sugarless gum too. So here's your retro-mercial, and then we say goodbye to the people that watch Valley Spotlight.
Right, and you can watch us at valleyspotlight.com or on the Roku channel. You can download it, and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We are everywhere. You literally can't get away from us. We'll find you.
We will. That's what we do. Have a good Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, just said your breath's the worst of all.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
Hey, a kiss for charity is really fine, but breath like yours isn't worth a dime.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
Not even mouthwash can freshen your breath more effectively than when you're chewing Dentine.
That baby's cute as a bunny rabbit, but he smelled your breath and let you have it.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.